Welcome back, everyone. Ready for another deep dive.
Always.
So we're diving into happiness today.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Right. I mean, who doesn't want to be happier?
Exactly.
So we've got this book, The Science of Happiness, Finding Joy in the Everyday, and I'm really excited to see what it says.
Yeah, me too. Sounds fascinating.
Like, can we actually learn how to be happier? Is it a skill or just, luck of the draw?
Well, that's what we're going to find out.
Okay, so first things first, happiness.
Mm.
What is it, really? I mean, is it just a fleeting feeling, or is there something more to it?
Well, that's where positive psychology comes in. It's this whole field of study dedicated to understanding human flourishing, like what truly makes people thrive.
So it's not just about fixing what's wrong, but about building what's right.
Exactly. And happiness is a big part of that. Like, how do we cultivate lasting well-being?
Interesting. And this book, it talks about finding joy in unexpected places. What does that even mean?
Well, think about it. We often associate happiness with big achievements, like getting a promotion or winning the lottery.
Yeah, the big stuff.
Right. But what if happiness is actually hiding in plain sight? In the everyday moments we often overlook.
Okay, so spill the beans.
Hmm.
What are some of these unexpected places where happiness is hiding?
Well, one of the most powerful and maybe surprising is gratitude. Studies show that simply taking a few minutes each day to appreciate the good things in your life can make a real difference.
Really? Just thinking about things you're grateful for.
Yeah, it's about shifting your focus, away from what you lack and towards what you have.
I can see how that could be powerful, like training your brain to see the positive.
Exactly. And it's not just about thinking it. Writing it down actually amplifies the effect, like keeping a gratitude journal.
Interesting. Okay, what else? What other unexpected happiness boosters does this book talk about?
Well, another one that might surprise you is kindness.
Kindness. Really? How's that make me happier?
It's wild, right? But studies show that being kind to others actually boosts our own well-being.
Like, what kind of kindness are we talking about?
Anything, really. Helping a friend, volunteering in your community, even just smiling at a stranger.
I like that. Little acts of kindness. It makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone feels good when they help someone out.
Yeah, and those good feelings, they add up, not just for the person receiving the kindness, but for the giver, too.
The book mentions this woman who started a community garden, and it wasn't even about happiness at first, but then the joy of connecting with her neighbors and watching things grow, it just sort of snuck up on her.
Love that. A perfect example of finding joy in unexpected places. And it highlights another key point, mindfulness.
Mindfulness. Okay, remind me, what's that again?
It's about being present, really paying attention to the moment without judgment. So like that woman in the garden, she was fully immersed in the experience, not lost in thoughts about the past or worries about the future.
Right. I get it. Just being in the moment, soaking it all in.
Exactly. And that presence, that's where a lot of joy lives.
Okay, I'm starting to see a theme here. It's not about chasing big, flashy happiness, but about noticing the little joys sprinkled throughout our day.
You got it. And the coolest thing is, what brings joy is so personal. It's like what lights you up, what makes you feel alive.
Yeah, that's true. For me, it's being in nature.
Yeah.
Even a short walk,
Yeah.
just listening to the birds, feeling the sun on my skin. Instant mood booster.
It can be that simple, and I think that's the most empowering message from this whole science of happiness thing. It's not something out of our control. There are things we can do every day to cultivate more joy.
So it's not just about luck. It's about choices, about paying attention, and about making space for those little moments that spark joy.
Nailed it.
All right, so let's recap what we've learned. Happiness. It's not just some fluffy concept. There's actual science behind it.
Yes. And what we think, what we do, how we live, it all impacts our happiness levels.
And maybe most importantly, we learned that joy is often hiding in plain sight, in the everyday moments, in the simple things.
So true.
So here's a little challenge for everyone listening. What's one tiny thing you can do today to bring a little more happiness into your life?
Ooh, I love that.
Maybe it's calling a friend you haven't spoken to in a while, or taking 5 minutes to just breathe and appreciate the moment.
Or trying that gratitude journal thing we talked about.
Exactly. There's so many possibilities. The key is to just start exploring, to be curious, and to remember that happiness, it's not a destination, it's a journey.
Beautifully said.
And that wraps up another deep dive. Until next time, keep those happiness muscles working.
I'll be doing the same.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.